Hi.
Hi. But what I was
Brittany
saying,
finished Sex in the City, so she's decades behind. So she's
yeah.
gonna catch up real fast. So
But I feel like I have
let's
a
all be really
completely
nice to
different
her.
perspective
Duh.
because I was 31 watching this and not 18 to 21.
You should have been.
Yeah, but I would have thought way differently about everything.
As you should.
But because I hated Big from the get-go, and I honestly didn't like Carrie because she was so stupid with
Wishy-washy.
men. I'm like, very obviously, Big is toxic and hates you secretly. But by the end of it, on that last episode, I was like, you have to get away from the Russian man, dude. I I didn't like him at all. I didn't understand the
Dynamic.
fascination Carrie had with him.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
I think it's I think it's easy for people to forget when they're watching characters be built like that, is that A, they are human, and then B, everybody wants what they cannot have.
Yeah,
Bottom line.
for sure. And throughout that show, I I just was like, okay, are they running out of things? Because like a lot of it I didn't understand like how it went with the storyline at all. Because it's like, yo,
Right.
we get Carrie has a poor choice in men. Really, all of them had poor choice in men
Right.
throughout the whole thing until
I
the last
loved
season.
I love yeah, I loved Steve for Miranda though.
Yeah, I am glad that they ended up together because before I was like, well, who else is she gonna be with? Like, Steve is her
Scooter.
person.
Scooter. Poor
Yeah.
Scooter.
Ugh.
Yeah. But I mean
But you know who
Samantha,
I
she's
really
crazy.
hated? Like, I didn't like him from the beginning. And even in the end, I was like, I still only barely like you. And it's only because I feel like they really rushed to make us like him at the end, was Charlotte's husband.
Harry?
Like, yeah, at first I didn't like him at all because I was like, okay, you whiny little mama's boy. You're gonna make this woman become like convert to your religion and then freaking dip out? Like, what do you mean? I
Yeah.
I never got like a genuine vibe from him, but maybe it's just the actor wasn't. I
I
don't know.
yeah, I loved Harry. I thought he was perfect for Charlotte. I thought that
By the end of that, I did, yeah.
yeah, I it was an awkward situation because A, he was her lawyer
Yeah.
from Trey, and Trey is this gorgeous, like shit together doctor, amazing guy.
And I never liked him either. I maybe I'm just
Yeah.
maybe I just hated all the men
It
in this show.
you definitely did because you're not supposed to like any of them. You're supposed to I think you're supposed to like pick who you think you're most like in the show.
Yeah. But I did always like Steve. I never didn't like Steve.
Well, Steve's a likable guy. So is Harry. I think you're just giving. I think you wanted more for Charlotte and a
I was
lawyer.
waiting for Harry to come out and just be a complete asshole. And he showed me that whenever he left her after she had converted to Judaism. And I was like, okay, well, I was proved correctly. Like I was right. But then they brought him back in. And so then he had to
So,
grow on me.
right, if your husband wanted you to convert before you guys got married, or if he said, "Hey, we will never get married because you're not the same religion. That's what I promised, blah, blah, blah." And you decide to do it and you're doing it because you think that you're going to get a marriage out of it is not a reason to change religion.
Oh no, she was wrong too. They were
Right.
both wrong.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
I think that that separation was the best thing for them because it actually put it in perspective of how your marriage has to be more than just your religion. It has to be more than
Yeah.
just little things. And I mean, as soon as they were married, they moved into her apartment that she got from Trey. And I
Yeah.
mean, Charlotte needed a reality check, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, but to be honest, I wouldn't
I
want
think so did
my
he.
husband's, I don't think I want my husband's balls sitting on my white couch either. Because if you think
No.
about where the balls are, huh, Falco? Where are the balls?
Yeah,
Right next to your booty hole. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go clean that real
he's
quick.
so needy.
Hi, buddy.
I
Mine's
can't do
outside.
anything.
Yeah, he's a good boy. We saw a chocolate lab
Is
at the mall
he?
yesterday.
Mm.
Braden's like,
Um,
I love labs. And I was like, remember what happened when Brittany got a lab? And she said, oh, yeah, eating the drywall. No, that's a no go for me. But yeah,
and pulled up a whole hallway of carpet.
yeah, yeah,
I will always say that I love him. I joke about getting rid of him. Would I actually? No. But we are living the real life Marley and me, and he has, he is why I at least never will have a big dog again. Because, like, at least Inky, the annoying things that she does, I can pick her up and move her.
yeah,
Like, I can't, he weighs as much as I do. I can't do anything about it.
yeah.
But labs are apparently the best dogs when they're seniors. But
You have to wait.
until then,
Yeah.
because
I
he's
am,
4, almost 5, and we are not seeing much of a difference.
yeah, I am through and through a golden type of, we're a golden family through and through. You know, I hate their hair, so I could never own a golden.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble with Kenzie right
Yeah.
now
The dog
because I
hair
think
is
she's,
crazy.
yeah, I think she's like, because we're moving and she's like very nervous and I think she's unsure. She's shedding so much. You would be shocked of how much hair I picked up today. Shocked.
Yeah, and it changes seasons. I feel like our house is like both dogs have allergies on their skin, whatever, but
Yeah. So back to Sex and
oh,
the City.
and also going back to Sex in the City, those little dogs that Charlotte had
Yeah.
were so stinking cute.
Yeah.
What kind of
Cavalier dog.
spaniel was that?
Cavalier.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. Elizabeth
There was something
Taylor.
else that I was going with that, but
Dogs, in
Falco.
general. Um, yeah. They're super, super, super cute. And I love that she like got her in like a weird way, Like she just wanted to give her
Yes, she
treats
got
and
her
she
when she needed a human baby, but like this little cute
yeah,
puppy kind of saved her from her own thoughts.
yeah. Uh yeah. I'm trying not to give anything away because I've seen everything and there's two
No,
movies
because I
after this
haven't seen the movie.
and then there's another show
What do you
that's
mean?
there's a whole other show, girl.
Of Sex in the City?
Yes, it's called just like that. But it's
It's called
after the
just
two.
like that.
Mhm. So it's after the two movies and then there's already two seasons. What?
What?
Yeah,
Falco's chewing on something.
naughty boy.
Oh, yeah. No. And I think my child pooped. So,
Typical. Yeah.
I, I can't catch a break. I can't do anything.
Here, I'll pause.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Um, so
We
yeah,
love
there's
diaper
another,
changing
yeah,
breaks.
mine's, well, mine's in her bed, not sleeping, of course. I think she's really excited. because Goopy will be here after Nappy.
Who will?
Goopy. My husband's father, my husband's father's father was Grampy. So when he died and we had Victoria, we asked him what he wanted his name to be, and he wanted to be Grampy the second. Totally fine. So we were saying Grampy, Grampy, Grampy. Well, Victoria decided to not say,
Changes.
yeah, not say that for amp. So it's Goop, Goopy.
Yeah, I feel
So it's
that 'cause
Goopy.
my
It's Goopy
dad
now.
was, my mom and dad are Nana and Pop, but Cash has started saying Nana and Poppy. So,
I feel like that might still work for him. Like he could probably get pop out of it.
yeah,
Maybe like try putting a pops to it,
Pops.
so it's
Yeah.
not it's not an E, it's a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean my stepmom and my dad picked Nana and Papa, and most of the time they talk to Victoria, they're saying grandma and grandpa, which they're not
They're
that.
not even calling themselves that.
Exactly.
That's funny.
So, but yeah, that's just how that goes. Yeah. And then Braden calls himself Papa. Oh, come to your Papa. And I'm like, you're not
Oh
my
my
dad.
God. Yeah,
And
quit
he's like,
it.
oh yeah. He's like, oh yeah. But he's trying to like have a sweet moment with her, like, oh, come to your Papa. I'm like, stop it. Everyone got to pick their names, okay? So
Yeah.
my mom calls herself well, my niece calls them grandma. It's actually gymnastics grandma because they have horsey grandma and gymnastics grandma.
What?
And so horsey grandma has horses.
Okay.
And then my mom would take Harper to gymnastics. So instead of like having everyone pick a name that doesn't match everybody, like I did, they picked horsey grandma and well, Harper picked horsey grandma and nastics. It's nastics grandma. But now that
I
she's
mean,
going on 9, it's no longer it's just grandma. But Victoria calls her Guma, so it's Guma and Goopy
it works.
and Nona. But she can say Grandpa John. Isn't that funny?
She says Grandpa John, but then
Mhm.
has a goopy.
Has a Goopy and a Guma
It's such
that are
a
not married.
kid thing.
Yeah, she's
That's
so
funny.
funny. Okay, so back to Sex in the City. You do have, I think there's 2 seasons out. It's on HBO, but you have to watch the movies first.
Are those on HBO?
I can look those up for you. I'm sure at least one of them is available on HBO. If not, they'll be on like Hulu or
So do
Netflix.
I need to
On
watch the movies and then the series?
Yes, you
Okay.
have to watch the movies
Why did they
first.
put movies in between? Just continue the
So
series.
no, 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 no. This happened. This ended decades ago. You were so behind.
Oh, I know I'm behind, but
These movies also came out like 4 years difference and like 5 to 7 years after the show ended.
wow.
Well, let's look it up. Let's look up the facts. Sex and the City. Okay. So there's 6 seasons. Sorry. My bad.
I was like, I feel like I missed seasons. You said 9. I was like, what?
I don't know. Um, and then we'll put in
Well, there's at least one movie on Max.
okay. So Sex and the City movie came out in 2008. Sex and the City started in 98. You would have been what, 4?
5. I was born in
Almost
93.
5.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Sex and the City movie came 2008. Sex and the City 2 came out in 2010. And then, and that one is on 2.
Looks
Let's
like
see.
that one's on Prime.
It says Prime. Yep. And you're gonna have to rent that one, which I mean isn't surprising. And then movie. That one is Max. And then Just Like That is the sequel to that.
Just like that. Why is it not called Sex in the City?
Because it's literally saying, and just like that, where blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Th- Things
It's
change.
2 seasons. Oh, that was just in 2021. Okay.
I have not finished. It's called And Just Like That. Sorry, I have not finished the second season. Um,
What?
yeah,
Why?
not because I started it and didn't finish it. I watched the first season, and the first season's emotional for me.
Great.
Yeah,
I
so
feel like
be
when I
really,
binge things like this, I get like attached to characters because I like have gone through their whole freaking
yeah,
life in the matter of like two
absolutely.
weeks.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like,
what you
okay,
did
I
for
know
Game of
them. They're
Thrones
my
too.
friends.
Yeah. You did that with Game of Thrones too.
No, not Game of Thrones.
You did.
Game of Thrones, I did it with 90210. But people are going to pick on me for that too because I haven't seen the old 90210. I watched the new 90210. So,
You don't even understand what you're saying right now. That's the problem.
listen, if
No,
I
you
would have
listen.
watched the old one prior, I would get it. But since I watched the new one, it feels weird to go and watch
The
the
old
old one.
one.
And I think it's
Yeah.
just honestly because of the camera work, like the colors.
I mean, they did really well
Yeah,
for their era.
but compared to like have
Right.
you seen the new 90210?
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
And I watched that like
I didn't get hooked.
I watched
The
that when I was like probably 17, 18,
oh, yeah.
maybe a little older, but yeah, I was pretty young.
Yeah.
Because now I
It's
think
all
if I watched that, I'd be like, you all are freaking idiots. What do you mean? You know, like I did with Sex in the City.
yeah. Well, you also don't have tolerance for
I don't.
like your relationship past is not this typical relationship past, you know? Like you literally are
Yeah.
with one guy.
Yeah.
The end. That's like
Yeah.
talking to my sister about dating. She's like, I have no idea what that means. Exactly. You were
Yeah.
married at
I
24.
feel bad when any of my single friends talk about
It's
like dating
hard.
troubles because like I feel like
Yeah.
I don't ever help because all of my answer is like yeah if something happened
You're
with
like,
Tyler
I just tell
like I
Tyler.
wouldn't even date again like I
Yeah.
why are
I'm all
you
done.
dating fuck that
Yeah.
that's horrible
I'm like,
advice I'm not saying that
yeah. But
but
we know. But
yeah
we know. Yeah. Um,
well I need to get off of here and freaking go watch more Sex and the City. I didn't realize that there was so much more. I was honestly
you thought
I
you were
was
done?
satisfied with that
Boom,
last
boom, boom.
episode, but I was sad because I was like, well, I just started liking all of them.
Yeah.
Not okay, I
Who
never didn't like the women. I always liked them. I just their choices were stupid to me, you know?
Well, everyone's stupid when they're dating. They don't know, Brittany. Not
Well,
all of us can
yeah, but
marry
like
our
my
high school
brain,
sweetheart.
they, they look and they are older in the show. Not older, but they're like our age,
Samantha
a
Jones
little
would slap
younger.
you across the face if you called her old.
Not old. I'm saying they're our age. I'm just saying like the silly dating mistakes and the silliness of who they were picking happens when you're like a teenager through like 23.
Okay, so
I don't
answer
know.
me this. Who do you relate with the most?
I think it depends on the season, but
Overall, as they grew, who do you relate with at the end of this series?
probably Miranda.
Okay.
Honestly, definitely Miranda. But I don't know if
Why
that's because
why Miranda?
I think because she was super realistic throughout the whole thing. And I think if I was dating, I would be that pessimistic realist
Yeah.
that kind of get that would be my blockage with dating, and that was hers. But then she evolved into motherhood that she wasn't expecting, as
Mhm.
that's the same with me, I wasn't expecting it. And like while Tyler and I stayed together throughout the whole thing, we still did have to work, we obviously had to work out some kinks and like how to work together with another human child. And that's kind of what her
Right.
and Steve did. But I don't think I relate to Samantha at all. I love
Oh,
her and I think that she's like one of the greatest friends of the group, honestly.
oh
She's the
yeah,
truest, realest friend, and she'll always be there. But I definitely don't relate with Carrie because she's on too
wishy-washy.
big of a roller coaster for me.
Hmm.
And Charlotte is too Charlotte. Charlotte's gullible, I feel like. She's able to be talked into switching religions. Um, I don't know.
It's not always for a cult, Brittany.
I know, but it still screams I'm easy to manipulate, you know?
After you're done with Sex
Sorry.
and the City, I do want you to watch Nobody Wants This on Netflix with Kristen Bell.
Nobody
And
um I feel like I've started that, but I got distracted and
that's fine. Go back to it.
I'll have to
It's
do that.
really good. Um, and you'll see that it's just you'll just see. It's a really good show. I liked it. I'm really excited for season two. Um,
What
I
else are
feel
you?
like
Oh, sorry.
I related the most with um a little bit of Samantha. Definitely was a Samantha in my life.
You are
Not as,
Samantha.
yeah, but Samantha
Not Samantha,
Jones.
but
Samantha Jones, not Sammy.
yeah.
You know? Like it is what it is, you know? And yeah. And then I feel like I'm a tad bit Charlotte.
I see Charlotte in you in like the analness,
Thank you.
like the planner.
Yeah. My hair didn't hurt from dating though, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly,
No,
I feel
I
like
get
that
it.
fits. You, a
Yeah.
little bit of Charlotte, a little bit of Samantha. I
Me.
definitely, out of the
Sammy.
four, have got to be Miranda. There's no,
Yeah. I think you just have the heart of Carrie, unfortunately. You knew what you
ew.
wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
It
could
is
see
what it
that.
is.
And I do appreciate Carrie's heart. And she is a good friend for the most part, but man, she's
Do
selfish a
you,
lot.
oh yes, totally selfish. But everyone is. Literally, genetically, we were told, not genetically, but generationally, we were told, mind your business, worry about yourself, do this,
Oh
do that.
yeah.
And now everyone's like, speak up if you see something.
Yeah.
But that's a whole different, I'm 38, you know?
Yeah.
And speaking up if you see something happened maybe 6 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like the selfishness of Carrie, what drove me crazy was I was really beginning to not like her when like she got mad at Charlotte for not offering
The
to give her
money.
money like a
Yeah.
loan. And I was like, girl, get the fuck over yourself. That is not something that you
I
should even expect.
I think the difference between that is that Charlotte avoided it like the plague and saying, instead of saying, like, I don't think that's a good idea,
Yeah.
business and friends do not mix. And as we well know, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Business and friendships are very hard, especially when money is involved. It's not like you and I just having a conversation, hoping that this goes somewhere eventually,
Yeah.
because we wouldn't be able to do this podcast if we didn't have each other. The difference is she had the money and she needed it, but then she got it anyways.
Yeah.
So it didn't really matter. But the difference is that Charlotte didn't speak up and say, "Hey, I don't want to do this." She just avoided the conversation, and that pissed her off because if she needed the money, she would have
Yeah.
offered. And that's the difference. You can't look at it as like, yeah, you saw Charlotte. She's walking around with her old engagement ring on in her house. Like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What
Yeah.
do you mean? That's a little bit crazy, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Totally. But how did you like the post-it?
How did I like the what?
The post-it. Do you remember the post-it episode
Like the dude breaking up with her?
on a post-it?
Yeah. What the That's
I'm
what I
sorry,
mean, though.
I
These
can't.
men in this show are freaking, they make me angry.
Yeah, but that happens all the time. They did not make this stuff up. These people are act most
Oh, yeah.
dating's
Well,
hard.
and nowadays the post-it is breaking up through text. I mean,
Oh, totally. Or
you know?
ghosting or changing your phone number or
Yeah.
blocking. You're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah.
a
Or what?
post-it. I'm
Having,
sorry,
isn't there an
I
app
can't.
that you,
Yeah. And I love the fact that they were super stoned when she got arrested. Even better.
I mean, as she should be, you know?
I mean, you ain't wrong. Yeah, um I liked when Samantha was a lesbian. She's so funny.
Wait, who? Oh, Samantha.
Samantha, a lesbian. I
Honestly,
loved
I was
I
expecting that at some point just to throw it in because she was like very sexually open.
oh my
I feel
God,
like for that sexually open, you're bound to
have
experiment.
something.
You know,
Totally.
I mean, it wasn't surprising at all. And honestly, I was like, I love this for her. A woman's gonna like actually give her some love, but like Samantha kind of has a man brain a little bit, so she
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 does.
couldn't handle
She
all of that
definitely
love.
does. She does not need anybody. Nothing a vibrator can't fix, you know?
But that's why I love. Yay! Sorry. Um,
After dark means you're taking a nap, mister.
well, that's why we had to drive around earlier because he woke up at like 7 this morning. And I was like, you're taking a nap because if you fall asleep at 5 and then I'm up until 1 in the morning, I'm gonna be angry.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah. Um, yeah, totally love it. I can't wait for you to watch the movies. We'll talk about them next week.
yeah, because I am going to binge them. Like when we get off of here, I'm gonna have to watch the first movie at least.
It's so good. And honestly, whatever you think you're feeling, just remember it's so good.
Should I take random notes throughout this movie? I'll just jot down what I'm. Yeah,
Feeling?
memory thing is one thing, but sometimes I forget. You know, many things I'm like, I have to bring this up
Yeah.
that I haven't yet because I don't remember.
Yeah. No, you do that a lot.
What? Wait. It's okay.
I love that
Okay.
boy. He's so cute. Okay.
I always think
Well,
he's whining or being mean, but he's like pretending like he's
mhm.
on over the hedge.
Victoria's been walking around with her cell phone. She'll be like, "Hello, Luna, just order the pizza." She's
Who
been like,
ordered pizza in front of her?
nobody. Her bestie um loves pizza, and I tell her all the time, I'm like, Luna loves pizza. Do you want to try some pizza? And she's like, yeah, I don't like it. I'm like, it's cheese and
What?
bread.
Oh,
Of
Trash
course you
likes
like it.
pizza.
Oh, she does. She's just crazy. And then so she's like walking around. She's like, Luna, just order the pizza. Okay, bye. and she hangs up the phone. So I text her mom and like, Victoria just said that Luna needs to order the pizza. And she's like, Luna would have loved to get that phone call. Like,
Best friends for
obviously.
life. They'll be like
Yeah.
18 years old, like, you got the pizza, I'll pick it up on
Yeah.
my way home.
Yeah, totally. But it's just, I love their pretend play.
That's funny.
Okay, until next week.